Hi guys, welcome back to another session with Chris. Today we are going to be doing some basic leg workouts. We're going to get the postures right. We're going to get everything set. Alright, so this time I want you guys to get some things like something that is long, like you can get a shawl or a belt or a stick or something that's long, alright, or even a band if you have one, okay, and a chair or a stool to which we are going to squat down, right? Just that. Other than that, you're all good. And also a mat, okay? So let's get to it. So we're going to be starting with squats, all right? So I want you guys to bring that chair or the stool with you, and also I want you to bring the band or the whatever you have, whatever lengthy stuff you have. So some of the common mistakes that we make while doing a squat is we tend to, okay, let's keep this away for some time, okay? So what happens is when we squat down, we tend to squat down forward, putting all the weight in the front of our leg, letting our knee cross the toe, and you know that's a lot of unnecessary strain on your knees, all right? So I don't want you to do that. And also one thing that goes wrong is we tend to bend our back a lot, and you know it's almost parallel to the floor. So we're going to get these small minor mistakes right. These are, you know, some of the most important things that we have to get corrected, all right? So that's why I want you to bring the chair and also a band, all right? So first, let's keep the band away for now. We're going to get the sitting posture right, all right? So I want you guys to get into a position where your legs are slightly wider than your shoulders and your toes are slightly pointing outward. I don't want you to be straight, slightly pointing outward, all right? Not too much, just a tiny bit. Okay, so you stand in front of your chair, and then I want you to start with pushing your hip out, right? Your core is tight, your core is tucked in, and then you push your hip out, and then you sit down. You can sit down all the way for starters, and then you come up, all right? So as we progress, I want you guys to just push your hip out, touch the chair, and then you come up. So at the starting, you can go down all the way, sit down, and then you come up. But the thing I want you to focus here is pushing your hip out before starting the workout, all right? Before starting a squat. So you push your hip out, and then you squat down to the chair, and then you come up, all right? Very easy. So here, your weight is transferred to your heels, and then your knees are not crossing your toes. So I want you to focus on knees behind your toes, all right? So keep a check on that, all right? Okay, then the band comes in play over here. So as we do, our body tends to go forward. So for that, we keep this band above your head, all right? Over your head, and I don't want you to let this band come in front, okay, at any point of time. So your objective is to keep it over your head. Simple, all right? And then you start the movement again with pushing your hip out. Remember, your core is tight throughout the workout. Right? So you push your hip out, your band stays here, and then you sit down, and then you come up. So don't let the band come in front as you do. Your band stays above your head, over your head, straight. You push your hip out, and then you squat down, and you come up. All right? Again, squat down, and then you come up. All right? So let's get 10 reps of the same. Let's do it together, okay? Ready? So into position, core tight, legs wide, and let's go. Push your hip out, squat down, and come up. That's 1. Now 2, and up. Remember, starting the movement with pushing your hip out, squatting down, and up. Hands over your head. 4, 5, core tight, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alrighty, that was a squat. Alright, so let's move on to the next workout. So the next workout that we're going to be doing is a deadlift. So I want you to have the bands or the shawl or whatever you have with you. Alright, you hold it in a comfortable position, slightly wider than your shoulder. Alright, again, your legs come to the same squatting position, slightly wider than your shoulder, toes tiny bit pointing outside. I don't want you to extend it all the way, just a tiny bit. Alright, and then here also the movement starts the same way. You initiate the movement by pushing your hip out. Alright, what? You push your hip out. Okay, so your bands should always, at all points of time, brush through your leg all the way down, and then you bring it up. So I don't want you to keep it away from your body. The band should brush through your leg and then it should come up. Alright, so keep your core tight throughout. Initiate the movement with pushing your hip out, and I don't want you to squat down and then come up. Alright, you push your hip out, you let your upper body go down all the way. Make sure you're not hunched, your shoulders are wide open. You go down till your ankle and then you come up. Alright, so let's do 10 reps of that. Keep your core tight, keep your glutes tight. Alright, initiating the movement with pushing your hip out, and then you go down, 1, and then up. Let your upper body go down, don't squat down, 2, and up, 3, and up. Let your band brush through your legs, 4, and up, 5, core tight, glutes tight, 6, 7. Your weight should be on your heels. 8. For that, push your hip out and then start the movement. 9. And last one, 10. Alrighty, relax. That was our deadlift. Alright, so let's keep the bands away. Next we're going to be doing lunges. Alright, we're just going to do normal standing lunges, which as we progress, we'll move to forward lunges, reverse lunges, and a lot more variations. Alright, so let's get the normal lunges posture, right? So I want you to come into a position where your legs are wide. You can keep a 3 feet distance between your legs. Alright, you can catch hold of take support from the wall for starters. Alright, and then otherwise keep your hands on your hip. Alright, don't keep it on your knees. That's again, your body leans forward and your weight is on the knees. Unnecessary. Alright, that's not a right posture, great posture. So I want you to keep your hands on your hip. Make sure again, your body is straight. Don't lean forward, don't lean back. Alright, so keep your core tight, and then here in this posture, I want you to sit back on your back leg. And then I want you to come up. Alright, I don't want you to go forward on your front leg. Again, that causes your knee to cross over your toes. So I want you to initiate the movement with putting the weight on your back leg, and then you come up. You can feel the work on your quadriceps of the back leg. Alright, so let's get 10 reps done on each legs. Right, let's go. Keep your core tight and start. 1, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you're sitting on your back leg. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, relax, come back. We're going to do on the next leg. So remember, you can take support from the wall when you're doing it for the first time. All right, as we progress, take lesser support. All right, so change leg. Let's go. Here, one more thing you need to focus on, you need to check is that your toes are pointing straight forward, even the back leg. Don't let it be tilted to one side or any side, all right? I want it to be straight. So make sure that is straight, hands on your hip, core tight, and sit back on the back leg. Ready? Let's go. 1 and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. So you should go all the way down till your knee is almost touching the floor, all right? I don't want you to sit down all the way and then come up. It should just tiny bit almost on the floor and then you're up, okay? So that was our lunges. Moving on to the next workout, we're going to be doing bridges. We come down onto the floor, lie back on our back, all right? So you can keep your hands on either side of your body, legs close to your body, all right? I want you to keep a slight distance between your feet, not too close, not too far, all right? Shoulder width distance is perfect. Your hands on either side of your body, or else if you have experience doing it, or if you find it very easy, you can keep it crisscrossed on your chest, all right? So here again, remember, make sure your back is pressed to the floor. You tilt your tailbone inward, you roll it in, back pressed to the floor, all right? So when you're doing the bridges, one thing is we just lift it up and down. I don't want you to do that. I want you to focus on the movement, all right? So first you start with tucking your tailbone in, the lower back in, and then you lift your lower back up, mid back up, upper back up till you're all the way up on your shoulders, all right? So you can keep it on the floor. I'm gonna keep it on my chest, all right? And then when you go down, again, you go down. First you place your upper back down, then your mid back down, and then the lower back down. So I want you to keep focusing on this movement, all right? Peeling the back off the floor and then rolling it down. Another thing I want you to focus is, when you start the movement, I want you to start the movement, initiate the movement with pushing your heels onto the floor, all right? If you want, you can just lift the toes off the floor. I want you to push the heel onto the floor and then lift up. That way, you're activating your hamstrings as well, all right? So otherwise, it's a very not so isolated. So I want you to isolate it on your hamstring and on your glutes. So push with your heels and then you lift up, all right? So let's get it done. You can keep it on the sides or on your shoulders. Push with your heel, lift your lower back up, mid back up, upper back up all the way till you're on your shoulders, and then you slowly bring it down. Again, roll it down, each vertebra after the other, and then 2, peel it off, and then down. Don't let your knees go wide. Make sure it's in the same position. Push through your heels, lift it up all the way as high as you can hold, and then you roll it back down. Good job, keep going. 4, and then down. Each vertebra after the other. Push through your heels and up, and down. Keep focusing on the movement, all right? Let's go. 5, and down. 6, and down. 7 at the top. I want you to hold for a second and then you come down. 8, and then place down. 9, down, 10, and then you're done. All right, so make sure you initiate the movement with pushing your heels onto the floor. So the last one we're going to be doing is wall sit. All right, so here you're going to come onto the floor. All right, sorry, onto the wall. You're coming down to a squat position. Go low as much as you can. All right, if you can go this much low, good. If you can't go, hold it here. For starters, we'll go all the way down as you progress. Don't go all the way till here. All right, I don't want you to do that. Okay, so make sure your core is tight, and then in this position your legs are shoulder width apart. All right, toes pointing straight here, don't need to point it out, toes pointing straight. This position, I want you to keep your core tight and push onto the wall. All right, push your back onto the wall as you're trying to push it away. All right, so as hard as you can, keep pushing to the wall for 30 seconds. All right, so let's get into positions. We'll be starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Start. So push your back onto the wall. Try to push that wall away. All right, keep pushing, keep pushing. So if you find it very easy, you can go down a bit more, or else you can take some weight, hold it on your hands, keep it on your leg, anything. Few more seconds to go. Keep going. Keep pushing, don't let it go. Keep pushing, almost there, and relax. Yay, good job. So if 30 seconds is easy, you can increase, all right? You can make it to 1 minute, and if you find 1 minute is also easy, take some weight, increase it a bit more, all right? Good job. Let's do all these workouts together once, just so that we can do it in a flow once. All right, I want you guys to do this for 3 sets. Okay, so let's start with squats. Get the bands up over your head, legs slightly wider than shoulder width, toes pointing out. You're standing in front of the chair, and then you keep your core tight, and let's go. Sit back and up. You're gonna do 10 reps. 2, up. Keep your back straight, keep your core tight, push your hip out, sit down. Let's go. And relax. Good job. Okay. Moving on, we're going to be doing deadlifts. Again, shoulder width apart, slightly wider than shoulder width. Core tight, back straight, bands up. And then, here we go. So you push your hip out, brush the band all the way down to your ankle, and then you bring up. Make sure your shoulders are out and wide. Don't hunch it. 2. And 10. Good job. Moving on to lunges. Let's keep the band away. Ready, get into position for a lunge. You can take the support of the wall, or else keep your hand on your hip. Ready? Let's go. 1 and up. 2, keep your core tight, sit back on your back leg. Don't forget that. Sitting back on your back leg, almost touching the floor. And change. Moving on, the other leg. Ready? Keep your core tight, sit back on the back leg. Ready? Let's go. 1. 9 and 10. Good job. All right, let's move onto our back, starting with bridges. Hands on your shoulders, on the floor, wherever you're comfortable. Legs shoulder width apart. Make sure your knee doesn't go out, knees straight, together. I mean, not together, slightly wide, but I don't want you to move it. That's it. Okay, so peel your back off, vertebra after the other, place it back, vertebra after the other, okay? Let's go. Push through your heels, initiate the movement, up, and then you place it back down. 10 reps, let's go. I want you to keep your glutes tight, core tight, push through your heels. And relax. All right, moving on. Last one, we are going to be doing 30 seconds of wall sit, legs shoulder width apart. You sit down as low as you can. Make sure your leg is at 90 degrees. Push back onto the wall. 30 seconds, let's go. Keep pushing. And relax. Good job. Alrighty, that was it for our leg workout. Do a set or two more, all right? I want you to do 3 or 4 sets of this before you take a break, all right? So make sure you stretch after this. I don't want you to go without stretching, especially your lower body. Make sure you stretch. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed today's workout. So throughout today's workout, we worked on our postures, getting everything right for our deadlift, our squats, our lunges, our bridges, and even our wall sit. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the workout. If you did, push that thumbs up. If you have any suggestions, let me know down there in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Also, there is a good friend of mine who has started his YouTube channel for his cute little golden retriever pup called Bronzy. I have put the link down below in my descriptions. Go and check him out. Oh my god, so cute. You really have to go and check it out, all right? So until next time, bye bye.